But up, you now tuned into the 50-50 Felipe show, and I'm your host, Felipe. One time for that. What's going on? We're going to get right into this shit, man. Happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the world. No matter how you contribute on being a father, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to you. I'm not here to say who's the best father. I'm not here to say who's the worst father. I'm not here to say what a father did or didn't do. Right? But hold on. Let's skip all that. You already know what time it is. This episode is sponsored and backed up by Tasty Food Soul Platters. You already know that. This episode is also sponsored and backed up by Brick Face Clothing. You already know that. You already know that. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna school right. We're gonna get right into it, man. So look, like I was saying, right? Shout out to all the fathers. I'm not here to say who's the best dad, who isn't a dad. That's not my job. The most important thing you did was contribute on being a father, because it's up to your son or your daughter or your children to become who they're gonna become and who they need to be. I'm not saying your job is done like you just bust nut and run off. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like for anyone, mother or father, your job is done because like I know a lot of people that didn't have mothers and fathers, they successful. They got stuff, they doing stuff with themselves. They're not holding that against their parents. So that's why I say that, because it's kind of like all up to you. Now don't get it twisted. Being a mother and being a father present in a child's life is very important. It's like extra yum yum sauce. You dig? Because you know what I mean? Like a child going to do what it has to do as he gets older. World life lessons going to teach him. But having a mother or father present is like it's more like rules are set. It's more structure. It's more like it's a more detailed situation. So that's why I say it's more important. But like I said, shout out to everyone who's a father. Happy Father's Day to you. Shout out to all my niggas that's incarcerated. That's fathers. Happy Father's Day to all my niggas that's incarcerated. Happy Father's Day to all my niggas that's in heaven. Well, wherever God landed you for whatever you did in this earth, happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to my father who's resting well as well. My father's life was taken from me. So I want to say happy Father's Day to my father too up in heaven. You heard? But like I said, being a father is very important. You know, it's like so much. Okay, for me, I'm gonna keep the focus on myself. Me having my father taught me a lot of things. Taught me manners. Taught me respect. Taught me how to stand on 10 toes. Be a man. I was allowed to cry. I was laughed at, but I was allowed to cry. It wasn't always straighten up, toughen up. It wasn't always that. I was allowed to cry. I was allowed to make my mistakes. And that's why I love my father for. He didn't discipline me for running and falling. He knew that was part of the game. It's just his thing was get up, brush your hands off, wipe yourself off, and go again. Be careful, tie your sneakers. It was always a lesson in my downfalls or my shortcomings in life as a son. So that's why I want to give my pops a big shout out for Father's Day. That's one reason. I might go on and on and on like Erica Badu with giving my pop shout out because he built a firm structured young man, you heard? So that's just what it is. And I'm also going to continue to say Happy Father's Day to all y'all out there. That's what's going to happen in this brief episode. Dig? But yeah, I see my father do a lot of things, man. I see my father work. I come from that era where parents was playing numbers and shit. Like my father was a number runner, so I always see him with the papers and the pencil in the pad. I always had the pencil in his, or the pen in his hair, his little afro behind his ears. And my father is from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You dig? My father from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So one time for that. Daddy from the style, you heard. So he did a lot of number running back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? My father was like, I remember hindsight now, the position my father was playing, which was um, just being a what's the word I'm looking for? with parents, co-parenting. Yeah, he was doing well with that because I remember me always wanting to be with him. I remember my mother telling me I had to wait on certain days. It wasn't just holidays; it was certain days, and it was like on the weekends, or maybe it could have been every other weekend. But he was so consistent with that. He just carried me along with whatever he was doing. If he was drinking, I was there. He was messing with other women, I was there. I was in the house, whatever it was. He just kept me up under him. And whether it was work, he'd take me to work with him. Whether it's the number spot and the pool hall and the sty, or whether it was his construction jobs. You know what I mean? He always did some work, so he'll have me at his job, whether it was just like sitting in his vehicle while he working for a few hours. You know what I mean? So shout out to my father, man. You know what I'm saying, for just carrying me along the ride. You dig? You know what I mean? That's what fathers are for, man. And shout out to all you guys, fathers, all the listeners out there, man. No matter what nobody say, you know what I mean, your job is done, but you put extra yum sus on it in a major way, man, by being there for your child or being there for your daughter. It's from day one. It's very important. Don't take it the wrong way when I'm saying when I say your job is done, but I'm just letting you know, just to take some pressure off the black man. It's a lot of pressure on us black men out there. So I just want y'all to know, just feel strong and know that your job is done. But you can be a better, great father by participating, being involved in your son's life. Nowadays, kids know how to use cell phones at a very young age. So get your son a cell phone, get your daughter a cell phone or a tablet. Little kids love to be scrolling with their fingers and stuff like that. Interact with your child like however, however need be. Because look, even it ain't about being a computer dad or internet dad or nothing like that. It's not about that. It's just about communication. See, that's where we mess up as black people. When we can't get the kind of communication that we want, we shut down on all sources of communication. And that's not fair to us or the children. I'm learning that. I've had to learn that at my big age. So I already know if I've been through it, my niggas A alike, C alike. Remember that's what we used to say, my niggas. So if I could go through it and grow from it, you can too. You can go through it and grow from it. So I just want to let you guys know that being here is everything, man. So that's what it is. Quick story about my father one time. I mean, I was mad young. I remember the caddy with the 8 track. I used to always pop the Stevie Wonder in there for him. The one with Stevie had the long hair. I used to pop that in for him, and we'd take rides to like Dillon, South Carolina. He'd buy me some fireworks. I mean, just to play with the fireworks on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? Pops was different, man. Pop Pops was very different. Pops was very different, man. Pops had a lot of good things about him that I like now and I'm seeing, like I said, working always there for me. So those things right there was implicated in my life that gave me the foundation to be just as like A like C like, you know what I'm saying? And he would always say to me, he would say like father, I would be like son. You dig me? So it was we were bonding ways, you know what I'm saying, especially through music, you know what I'm saying, especially through like traveling. He was a traveling man, you know what I'm saying, especially like food. He loved to eat. So quick story, right? One day I was in this Cadillac, um, and he jumped out on the corner in the sty and went to a liquor store in the hood. I was in the back seat. He left the car running and the music playing. You dig? I jumped from the back seat and got behind the wheel. And what I did was I just was playing with the wheel and ain't nothing was moving. But I remember the gear stick right there for the to put it in gear. I remember that there. We talk about a Cadillac. That thing, you dig? I mean, especially my little hands. So I grabbed it and hit that bitch in gear. I threw it in reverse. I don't even remember putting my feet on the brake. I don't even know if I was that intelligent to do it. But I remember grabbing the gear and driving it and popping it in reverse. And when I popped it in reverse, the car backed up and hit a fire hydrant. Boom! But it wasn't a lot of damage though. My dad came out. All I saw was that brown big bag. He had that beer or that liquor in. He threw that bitch in the car And when I got in, he got in there. He ain't do nothing to me till we got like 2-3 blocks around the corner. You dig me? And he just turned around, looked at me, and popped the shit out of me across my head. Now my dad hands like father, like son. You see how big my joints is. My pops joints was huge. That's one thing I remember about my pops was like everything that's me. You know what I mean? Playing with his beard when I was young. You dig me? Sitting on his lap. How heavy his hands was. You know, how much he always smiled. You know what I'm saying? I used to play, put my finger in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just to do stuff like that. Play with his hair, pull his hair, and just do things to him. So, you know, and I'm a father, and I do the same thing to my son. I had an episode that I had released up here with me and my son. You know what I mean? Speaking of that, it's a graduation. He got a graduation coming up soon. So I'm very proud of him for that. You already know. So see, like father, like son. You dig me? You install what your dad brought into your life, you install into your children. If you're unfortunate to not have a dad or don't know a dad, you don't know your dad, or didn't never have time to spend with your dad, shout out to you too. Because look, you're here, you're still strong. Look what you have become. Look who you are today. You dig me? You might I know a lot of my niggas that take care of their father, and their father never took care of them. And we love that shit. We love that shit because we understand it. They be telling me like, "Yo, son, you know my dad wasn't there. You know me, my nigga." And then now my nigga got a couple dollars, and guess what he be doing? He be like, "Yo, son, remember my dad ain't do shit for me?" Or respond, he was like, "But son, I don't want to be like that to him. I gotta do. That's my dad. You dig me?" So shout out to niggas that hold it down like that because that's real shit. Happy Father's Day to y'all. Happy Father's Day to homeboy that's incarcerated that shot that cop for but he wasn't the right cop. But happy Father's Day to that guy that's incarcerated. And I ain't promoting no violence or nothing. All I'm saying is happy Father's Day to that man because I think he deserves to have a happy Father's Day shout out for my podcast. Now, was he right for what he did? That's between him and God. But his ambition and his motive and his reasons, I would love to say happy shout out, happy Father's Day to that young man. Hold your head, man, and let God got the final decision, bro. But I'll let him know, man. I respect that. I definitely respect that because I know people that's living and they know who done something to their loved ones and won't do nothing to them. Just won't. And I can't be a father and you take my kid life and I'm just walking by every day like, yo, nigga. And then I'm got it in my head. Oh, the police going to handle that. The police going to handle that. Yeah, that's crazy. But it is what it ain't. Shout out to him. Happy Father's Day to the man, whose son lost his life to the by the police officer. And then in return he retaliated by taking the police. One of the police lives wasn't the same one. That's the only thing I don't respect, but I understand it. I do. Because on the flip side of that, it's like when they see us, they automatically say we in the gang because we wear a certain color. Don't know us, don't just treat us all the same. So I kind of get it. Fair exchange ain't no robbery, you heard? But yeah, happy Father's Day to him. Movie. That's another show right there. I might could tweak that one too. Word up. That's another show right there. New York City, what up? New Jersey, what up? Compton, what up? My nigga baby be like Bompton. Bompton, what up? Yeah. Let's get to some boroughs, man. Best Style, what up, man? Crown Heights, what's going on? East New York, what up? North Trenton, what up? East Trenton, what up? You know what I'm saying? South Trenton, what up? That's how we doing it, man. Violent, New Jersey, what up? You already know it's love out there. Violent, what up? Millville, what up? Yeah. Ricetown, what up? What's going on? Word up. Pleasantville, New Jersey, what up? Yeah. Atlantic City, what up? Salam alaikum. Atlantic City, salam alaikum. Word up. North Philly, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Oakland, California, yay, yay. Word. Word. There's some places, man, that out of it. Happy Father's Day, man. Every borough out there, anybody that's watching this right now on Father's Day, man, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to you. Work with me on the lighting because it's actually Father's Day. So I just took some time out to slide in and say Happy Father's Day to my niggas, man. Enjoy y'all day, man. Be safe, be straight. Don't never let nobody make you feel as though you ain't worth this day. I don't care where you at. I don't care what you doing. I don't care if you ain't got nothing. Just take a deep breath and just be happy that you a father today, man. If you ain't have a father, that's not a reason for you not to be one. You dig me? And if your father's passed on, rest in peace to that man. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all my fallen niggas that's not here. I'm here to say Happy Father's Day to their fathers. Happy Father's Day, man. God bless y'all. 2025. We out of here. 50-50 is the movement. Shout out to 50-50. Happy Father's Day to the whole 50-50. You already know, man. Felipe, I'm out of here. You heard?